What's happening, Panda Nation? Peter von Panda here. I just want to address something. I want to talk about the Lab Golf acquisition and why I'm actually excited about this. So, you may know Lab Golf stands for Lie Angle Balanced, just got bought out by a private equity firm, and I know some of you are pissed. I get that. I really do. In most cases, I hate when I hear that my favorite small business was acquired, but I'm actually happy about this, and I want to explain why. First of all, as you know, I'm a huge fan of Lab Golf. I was literally about to post a review of one of their putters because frankly, it's amazing and it's the best putter I've ever used, even though I have used like 4 Lab Golf putters before. The one's the best. Their lie angle balance technology has gotten everyone's attention, and we're not just talking about the big OEMs here. Every respectable putter manufacturer has jumped on the bandwagon here. I mean, Odyssey, Barty, these are names that I never would have thought would embrace this technology. So even if Lab Golf putters weren't the highest quality, but they were still lie angle balanced, I'd still use them because they're just so much better than everything else I've ever used. Now, I get why there's a sense of betrayal when small businesses take big money. I used to feel that same way too. I felt connected to companies like Lab Golf and BGT Breakthrough Golf Technologies, and even PXG for a long time when they were up and comers. And obviously I felt connections with people in the industry, people I've never met, but personalities, guys like Matt and Ian from TXG, Rick Shields, average golfer, everyday golfer, real people that average golfers feel a connection with. And I used to hate when small businesses sold off to big operators because I felt like it was selling out. It almost felt like betrayal. I initially felt that way with the Black Rifle Coffee Company. I was a really big supporter of them, not because they had the best coffee, which, is good coffee, but not necessarily the best coffee I've ever had, but because I supported the guys, I liked what they were doing, you felt a connection with them. And then when they became a multi-billion-dollar franchise, personally, I felt a little left behind. Like we as the consumers, as the fan base, had been doing the heavy lifting by giving them our money and not seeing any of the returns. But I've learned a couple things along the way. And I remember a long time ago, a friend of mine, Norbert, told me something when a lot of our mutual friends were doing a lot better than I was specifically, like getting promotions and more money and working in tech in the Valley. And he said, if your friends are doing better than you should be happy for them because they're your friends and they want to see you do well too. The better off they do, the more capacity they have to help you as well. So being jealous or bitter or angry or spiteful is only going to eat away at you. And Norbert, as always, was totally right. I've seen that my friends who have done better than me didn't leave me behind. In fact, they're all still good friends. And in some ways, because they're my oldest friends, we're closer now because they don't really make new friends because they're always worried about people trying to cozy up to them because of their money. So in that case, it was certainly nice to not be a late arrival to their success. And as a small business owner myself, I know how incredibly difficult this is. You may not know this, but creating videos for YouTube right now is my only gig. It's not a super lucrative gig. In many ways, it's just kind of keeping the lights on. And that's why I know how incredibly difficult and challenging and frustrating and mind-numbing. And I think of the Jerry Maguire scene where he's like, help me, help you. And do you want my jacket? Because I am cloaked in failure. And so being in the small business world, I'm also not ignorant to the fact that most small businesses don't even survive. And the ones that do are usually middling family businesses. They kind of get by, but they certainly never have stratospheric success. But if you do capture lightning in a bottle and you have the opportunity for success, I don't think it's as much about selling out anymore as it is about recognizing that all of the effort and personal investment that you made is finally getting rewarded, getting recognized. Big success is really rare and usually well-deserved. And the last reason I'm actually excited about this is because I've always thought about Lab Golf having lots of upside potential. And it's not just because of their fundamental technology, but it's because there were limitations in what was practical and affordable to consumers. But when you have a big partner come in, you can start chasing down some of the high-cost, research-intensive, high-complexity features that just might not have been practical as a small independent company. For example, there's a proven technology that Lab doesn't have integrated yet. Recently, they changed their face material in their latest putter to stainless steel, which I absolutely love. And I have experimented with putters that have different face materials like aluminum, copper, shaped, curved faces. I even remember one of the adult putters had little roller ball bearing pins basically on the face. And they produce different effects and different sounds and different feels. And I like that you can kind of find the one that you like best. But with more resources, they could experiment with different face patterns and different materials that might create more consistent off-center hits. I think there's even a company that's using some sort of elastomer in the face material so that heel-toe hits go the same distance as the center strikes, which is really interesting and just another technology that you might be able to incorporate. They could also use materials like carbon fiber or composites to increase the moment of inertia and shift more weight to the perimeter. I'm thinking of the putter, I think it's by LA Golf, that is carbon fiber. And obviously it's expensive to manufacture, it's super lightweight and super strong, but replacing that block of aluminum, which is a nice, strong, rigid material, but it also has some weight with something like carbon fiber, might be the key to doubling or tripling your MOI, your moment of inertia, the forgiveness of the putter, which would be incredible as well. That kind of weight manipulation might even allow them to move the mounting for the center shaft closer to the face, eliminating the need for the press grip. Basically, what I'm saying is there are lots of possibilities for new shapes and materials that are super difficult for small businesses to pursue. And when you ask me or other people about big putter name brands in the business, I think only a handful come to mind. When you think about an upstart like Lab Golf breaking into that market and being seen on TV in the hands of tournament champions, it's absolutely astounding, especially that it didn't come from a big company with lots of resources and marketing. The fact that they did this, have had such proven success, have made such inroads that they've made is unbelievable to me and certainly deserves to be recognized with an acquisition. Now, their ability to partner with someone else brings some new opportunities. And as Sam Han, I think hopefully I'm pronouncing that name right, said, the private equity firm was not a big OEM that just wants to take the trademark and absorb what they were doing. And hopefully, unlike many PE firms, it's not just simply about maximizing it for profitability in the short term. But if they really invest in this, if they really extend, if they really level up and add some of the features that Lab could have, I think their lead could extend dramatically. That would be by far and away the best putter. All other putters would be cosmetic or trophies or for show or for golf course jewelry. But if you want something with the best technology, and now with these extra resources, they can expand on that, Lab Golf could be dominant for many, many years. Now, of course, on the flip side, they may be in for a world of hurt with cost-cutting exercises and demolition of the brand. Elon Musk calls it, rapid, unscheduled deconstruction, RUD, something like that. I don't think that's the case. I hope that future generations of Lab Golf putters, the only putters that I'm currently using, stay the most advanced and the best putters on the market, and they just continue to build on the lead that they already have. If that happens, which would be great news, I think all of us would benefit from that. Better putters, better technology, probably lower prices. Man, everyone's putting is going to get better. And if you're in a golf league, dude, you better get yourself a Lab Golf putter, because when your competitors do, they're going to start sinking lots of putts. So I just wanted to come out here and say that I understand people's skepticism. There are times when I think it's completely warranted, but in this case, I'm still a big fan. I'm still a customer. I'm still a user of Lab Golf putters, and I'm excited to see what they do next. And I'm definitely willing to give them the benefit of the doubt, because Lab Golf to me is a company with a lot of untapped potential. But that's just my guess. And the only way we will know for sure is when we come back together in the future. I'll see you later. Peter von Panda, out.